Welcome back to another episode on E on the mic. I'm your host E, and today we are doing our week 13 pick selection. Now, last week I didn't get too hot. 9-7 is the record there. Right now we go our record going to 109 wins until this season, but we're gonna rebound from this. Let's get it going. First up, Buffalo Patriots. Buffalo coming off of a narrow victory over the Lions, while the Patriots coming off a devastating loss to the Minnesota Vikings. This game is going to be a division rival game. It's going to be in New England, aka Boston. I feel Buffalo will come away with a victory here over New England. As much as I don't want Buffalo to win, I feel Buffalo is going to be too much for New England, mainly from their defense getting all over Mac Jones and that offense. I can't trust the defense for the Patriots. I just cannot trust anything to do with Buffalo. So give me Buffalo in this situation right here. Up next, Washington Giants. Washington coming off a great victory over the Falcons, while the Giants are coming up very short against the Dallas Cowboys last week. Division rivals, Washington will see them again after their bye week after this game right here. It's going to be in New York. I feel this will be a bounce back game for New York here. As much as Washington has been on this nice little win streak they're on as of right now, I feel that's going to come to an end. Giants will come bounce back in this game. They'll find their identity in the offense, especially Saquon Barkley will reappear against Washington. I like the chances in this round here. Give me the Giants. Baltimore and Denver. Denver coming out from a devastating loss to the Panthers, or to the point where teammates were shouting at Russell Wilson. And Baltimore coming from a devastating loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, coming from a 2-point conversion, and Justin Tucker missing a 67-yard field goal for the win. Both teams have been struggling this year. Lamar Jackson's been going a little bit down, while Russell Wilson's been tremendously down. If I had to choose between these two right here, I like to give Baltimore a chance here. I'm not really touching Denver as much this year at all. Should never trusted them against Carolina. That's all me. I'm gonna go with Baltimore. At least the experience of Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. I don't think they will choke the second half. But lately, the only 4 games they lost, they have led and they have choked second half leads. So hopefully I didn't jinx myself there. Give me Baltimore. Up next, Pittsburgh, Atlanta. Pittsburgh's coming off a great victory Monday against the Colts, while the Falcons coming from a devastating loss to the Washington Commanders. Looking at both of these two teams here, Pittsburgh has a great chance of having a successful ending of the season as of right now. While Atlanta has been starting to struggle, even though they're in the race right now for the NFC South right now, especially Tampa, the leading in that division 5-6, they're not too behind against Tampa Bay. But I don't really have too much faith in Atlanta. I feel Pittsburgh will actually win this game. I know it's away, gonna be in Atlanta. I'm gonna go with Kenny Pickett. I'll go with Kenny Pickett. If he can play how he did this past Monday night game, I feel he could do the same thing against Atlanta. Give me the Steelers. Jets, Vikings. Jets coming off a great win over the Chicago Bears, while Minnesota is coming off from a great win against New England Patriots. This game's gonna be interesting. Mike White had a last week against the Chicago Bears. I feel this game's gonna be very close. I'm gonna say Minnesota gets the victory right here. It's gonna be a close game, but I do like Minnesota's chances of beating the Jets there. I feel Mike White will struggle a little bit in this game. He'll still be successful against Minnesota, but I feel he'll just not enough to beat Minnesota. I trust in the Vikings. Give me the Vikings. What potentially be the return of Deshaun Watson for the Cleveland Browns, come off a great victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. While the Houston Texans coming off from a devastating loss to the Miami Dolphins, I think there's no brainer here. I do not trust in Houston at all. Give me Cleveland. Watson will do just fine if he's going to start this Sunday, even if it's Jacoby Brissett or Deshaun. No question about it. Cleveland, not even touching Houston at all. Jacksonville, Detroit. Jacksonville coming off an impressive win over the Baltimore Ravens. While Detroit Lions coming up from just 23 seconds left, they had it tied, could have forced it overtime, but instead Buffalo beating them 28-25 on Thanksgiving. This game's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be Detroit. Both teams have been phenomenal. Who will come off with the victory though is gonna be the main question. I think this is gonna be a tough one here. This is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I've been relying on Detroit. I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I'll go with Jacksonville. I feel Trevor Lawrence and that offense, as long as they get Travis Etienne healthy again, this one will be a shootout. I feel this can be a shootout type of game where it's gonna come down to the last throw. Trevor Lawrence to Travis Etienne for the win. Give me Jacksonville. Green Bay Packers, Chicago. Green Bay coming off of a devastating loss to Philadelphia, while Chicago coming off from a brutal loss to the New York Jets. Both teams looking for a win there. Both down in the deep in the NFC North division there. Green Bay is looking for a win. Aaron Rodgers most likely to be playing there. They have been owning Chicago. I still see them continuing owning Chicago, even though it's in Chicago. Both teams are sticking up both cities there. But I like Green Bay in this situation here. I think they're going to be a little bit better than the Bears, although this game will be a little bit closer than the first matchup due to the Packers defense. Still, give me Green Bay situation. Tennessee, Philadelphia. Ah, yes. A.J. Brown's former team coming to Philadelphia. Titans coming off of a devastating loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, Philadelphia is coming off a good win over the Packers. I feel Philadelphia. I think A.J. Brown will go off in this game against his former team. It's going to be too much for Tennessee there. I like Philadelphia here. That defense is going to be giving Ryan Tannehill lots of hectic minds. Plus, with Derrick Henry at the running back, they're going to limit Henry. It's going to be all over on Ryan Tannehill. Give me Philadelphia here. To the 4 o'clock games we go. Seattle Rams. I'm going to cut this a little bit short here. Give me Seattle in this situation right here. I don't think the Rams, after Matthew Stafford being hurt, Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson out for the year, it's just not looking good for the Rams. This will just help Seattle get right back to their spot in the wild card spot in the hunt. Give me Seattle. One of the two games that I feel could be the game of the week. Miami, San Francisco. Both of these two teams coming off great wins. Miami coming off a win over Houston, while San Francisco only getting 13 points to 0 against the New Orleans Saints. Miami has a great offense. San Francisco has a great defense. San Francisco has a great offense. Miami has a somewhat great defense there. Going to be a great matchup here. This is going to be a true test for Miami here, although they may or may not have Teron Armstead in this game, which is going to be a huge factor for that offense. Going to be a huge factor. This is going to be close. I've been saying Miami will win this, but if there's no Teron Armstead, ooh, wow. This is going to be tight. I want to say San Francisco. I really do. But my gut tells me to stick with the Dolphins right now. Because I feel near the end of this game, that offense will click as long as Tua is still at the helm. I feel that offense can click. This will come down to the near end of this game. It's going to be interesting. This game's going to be interesting. I'm going to go with Miami. As much as I want to say San Francisco, give me Miami. The rematch of the AFC Championship. Chiefs, Bengals. Chiefs coming off of a great victory over the Rams, while the Bengals edging up the Titans. Both these two teams here. It's going to be a rematch here. I like Kansas City winning against Cincinnati. I feel this is their revenge from last year, from Cincinnati dominant. I know Jamar Chase should be coming back in this game, so this is going to be an interesting game. Kansas City cannot trail. This is going to be in Cincinnati, so they cannot trail against Cincinnati here. They cannot take off the pedal off the gas, because Cincinnati will come back and haunt them if they don't. Give me Kansas City. Los Angeles, Las Vegas. Chargers coming off of a great victory near the end of that game against Arizona, while Las Vegas coming off of a great overtime win over the Seattle Seahawks with Josh Jacobs' 86-yard rushing touchdown. There's going to be a rematch. Last time these two teams met, the Chargers won this in LA. I feel with the momentum right now in Las Vegas, they could actually upset the Los Angeles Chargers here. I really do see this happening. As much as I want to say the Chargers can win, Chargers can scare me a little bit. And the way the momentum right now, the Raiders, the 2-game winning streak right now, especially near the tight and the wire, this game will be close than expected. I like the Raiders here. Give me the Raiders. Not trusting the Chargers in this one. Give me the Raiders. The Sunday night game, Colts, Dallas. Colts coming off of a devastating loss to the Steelers, while Dallas coming off of a great victory over the Giants. I want to say this is like going to be a trap game, even though this could be a weird Sunday night game because I feel Dallas can really blow the heads off of the Indianapolis Colts. But I could be tripping. I could be tripping. This could be a trap game, but I do like Dallas here. I think that defense is going to be too much for Matt Ryan and in Jerry World. Not seeing a victory overcoming for the Colts. So give me Dallas. And the Monday night game, New Orleans, Tampa. Both are fighting for the division. Tampa Bay has 1-0 against New Orleans this year. This is going to be close. I feel this game is always very close with these two teams, especially since Tom Brady's been there. I went New Orleans last time these two teams met, and I'm going to go with New Orleans again. Main reason is these two teams come very close. You don't know what you'll get with New Orleans. Some weeks you see them very great, like they beat in Las Vegas 21-0, for example, but then you can see them get devastating losses against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think this game right here could be low scoring. This could be, I'll say 33 points. I know that's not too much low scoring wise, but I feel 24 to 13 maybe could be a score, even though it's could be a little bit higher than what I have there. It will be like 37, but it's be low scoring. I still feel I'm gonna have it at 33 points as of right now. And that will be my week 13 picks. Let me know what you think. And also, if you want to run your pool, link in the description. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Until then, take care. Peace.